You walk into your bedroom, drop your house keys on the nightstand, and hear that distinct metallic clink. 5 minutes later, you reach for them and find only a bare wooden surface. After a search, you find those exact keys sitting inside a closed kitchen cabinet. Standard psychology dismisses this as a cognitive lapse. The theory suggests your brain went on autopilot and your fallible memory failed to record the walk back to the kitchen. However, consider the possibility that your memory is functioning perfectly. Under this lens, your keys didn't move. Instead, the physical reality of the room shifted during the microsecond you looked away. This mechanic suggests a world where you could wake up to find every textbook credits Nikola Tesla with the formulation of gravity. To the rest of the world, this is a fixed historical fact, leaving you as the sole observer of a different timeline. These vanishing objects provide a window into the core thesis of Enigma Core. Your consciousness is drifting through localized fractures in reality, recalibrating in an alternate multiverse without a visible seam. We can examine this through a subatomic thought experiment. Look at this spinning die. If you drop a cup over it to hide it from view, common sense suggests one specific number is facing up. In the realm of quantum superposition, unobserved objects inhabit a state of flux. Until it is measured, the die exists as a simultaneous smear of all 6 outcomes, occupying every possible state at the exact same time. The moment you lift the cup, your conscious act of observation forces these probabilities to collapse, locking the universe into one definitive result. Some theoretical models extrapolate this to the macro scale. If the observer effect governs the building blocks of matter, then every unobserved part of your house exists in this same vibrating state of flux until you walk back into the room. This suggests our perceived concrete world is a fragile matrix, a series of outcomes held in place only by the continuous thread of conscious attention. Max Tegmark's Level 3 classification places parallel multiverses in the exact physical space you currently occupy. They are overlapping layers of the same room rather than distant galaxies. Think of your location as an FM radio dial. On one specific frequency, you placed your keys on the nightstand. On a slightly different frequency in the same space, you dropped them in the kitchen. Both outcomes broadcast concurrently. Your brain processes millions of electrical impulses to keep you tuned to your specific station. However, localized quantum fluctuations or electromagnetic glitches can introduce static into that neural connection. When interference peaks, your consciousness temporarily desynchronizes. It jumps the track, recalibrating onto the nearest frequency. Under these conditions, misplacing an object is the evidence of a successful crossing into a sister timeline where your past actions were different. While vanishing keys are an individual anomaly, the phenomenon becomes much more significant when millions of strangers share the same incorrect memory. The Mandela Effect represents a collective historical discrepancy. In this framework, shared false memories are physical artifacts of a mass migration between overlapping realities. The Schrödinger's cat paradox illustrates how separate realities can exist in a fragile, overlapping state inside a closed system. If an external force ruptures that closed system, the internal balance fails. This leads to a collision of those separate states. These global discrepancies suggest that our local timelines have aggressively merged, forcing vast populations to occupy a single, altered history. Researchers are now investigating whether high-energy experiments are responsible for punching microscopic holes into our local spacetime fabric. Particle detectors at CERN generate trillions of electron volts within a space smaller than a needlepoint, creating localized stress on the spacetime grid. Every time these energies fracture the local grid, human consciousness is swept through the resulting rift, recalibrating on the other side of a new timeline. Closely scrutinize your immediate environment, from minor logos to the placement of household items, for the subtle markers of a shift. The universe is a shifting matrix rather than a permanent home. You may currently be a cosmic refugee, standing in a room that is slightly different from the one you were born in.